Hello beautiful souls, and welcome back to She's Ready, the Lifestyle Transformation Podcast. I'm Callie Joanne from calliejoanne.com, and I'm so excited you're here for this sacred space of pause, reflection and alignment. Today we're stepping into the Waning Crescent moon phase, the Dark Moon phase, and the energy of your Crown Chakra, the centre of surrender, trust and higher knowing. This is the perfect time to slow down, rest and recuperate so you can step fully into the next cycle of your life with clarity, purpose and intention. We'll explore what small aligned actions you can take today to move closer to your desires and the contributions you can make to others that feel natural and powerful. Together we'll open space to receive with gratitude, embody the lessons of surrender, and prepare your mind, body and soul for change on the horizon. I'm here as someone who has lived cycles, released identities, surrendered timelines, and watched life rearrange itself in ways that logic could never have planned. And this energy needs presence. The Waning Crescent or Dark Moon phase is where wisdom whispers. It's where you stop forcing and start listening to yourself. It's where the Crown Chakra opens, not because you're trying to be spiritual, but because you've finally opened up enough to receive. There's a quiet tiredness so many people are carrying that they don't quite have words for. Not the obvious burnout, not the dramatic breakdown, but the low-grade exhaustion that comes from always trying to be switched on, always trying to fix, plan, manifest harder, heal faster, become better. The feeling that rest feels unsafe, that slowing down feels like falling behind, that surrender somehow means you're giving up on your dreams. And underneath that is a deeper ache, the fear that if you stop striving, nothing will happen. That success or desires only come to those who hustle for them. Here's the reframe that changes everything. The problem has never been that you're not doing enough. The problem is that you've been doing from the wrong mindset. The dark moon doesn't ask you to give up on your desires. It asks you to loosen your grip on how they must arrive. This phase is about recalibration. When you stop forcing outcomes, your nervous system finally exits survival mode, and from that regulated state, clarity returns. Vision sharpens, intuition gets louder, and manifestation becomes faster and less exhausting. There are a few truths that tend to land differently when you're ready to hear them. The first is that surrender is not passive. It's an active decision to trust life more than fear. The second is that rest is not a reward you earn after success. Rest is a condition that allows success to flow. And the third is that success is not random, it's responsive. Your desires and ideal life responds to coherence, to emotional safety, to a nervous system that believes it is supported. I've lived this enough times to know it in my body. The biggest shifts in my life did not come from pushing harder. They came after times of deep letting go. The Crown Chakra governs this connection. It's your relationship with trust, faith, meaning, and the unseen intelligence that weaves everything together. When the Crown Chakra is open and supported, you don't feel alone in your life. You feel guided. Let's take some time now for a mini meditation. Take a moment to settle into stillness. Let your body arrive before your mind does. Feel the surface beneath you, supporting your weight effortlessly, without needing anything from you. Allow your shoulders to soften, your jaw to unclench, your breath to deepen naturally. There is nowhere else you need to be right now. This moment is complete. Bring your awareness gently to the crown of your head. Imagine a soft, luminous opening at the very top, like a quiet doorway to spaciousness. This is the Crown Chakra, the center of trust, connection, surrender, and higher knowing. It is not something you force open. It responds to safety, to rest, to your willingness to release control. With each inhale, imagine a gentle stream of light flowing down through the crown, washing through your mind to create space. Space between thoughts, space between pressure and identity, space between who you think you must be and who you already are. Let that light move effortlessly, like a warm current reminding you that you are supported by something greater than your individual effort. As you exhale, allow yourself to release the need to understand everything. You do not need answers right now. You need presence. Let go of timelines, expectations, and the quiet urgency that tries to push you forward. In this moment, nothing is missing, nothing is late, and nothing needs to be proven. The Crown Chakra represents your relationship with trust. Trust in life, trust in timing, trust in the unseen intelligence that has guided you through every ending and every beginning. Feel into the possibility that you do not carry your life alone. That support is available when you soften enough to receive it. Stay here for a few breaths. Each inhale invites openness. Each exhale invites surrender. If thoughts arise, allow them to pass like clouds across a wide sky. Now gently bring to mind a sense of gratitude for the fact that you are held, guided, and allowed to rest. Let gratitude settle into your nervous system as a quiet knowing rather than a forced feeling. When you are ready, slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Notice the room around you. Carry this sense of spacious trust with you as you move back into your day. You do not need to rush. You do not need to push. You are allowed to receive, to rest, and let life meet you here. As you come back, consider this gentle action for today. Instead of asking, "What do I need to do to get what I want?" ask, "Who do I need to be to receive what I desire with ease?" Let your actions come from that identity rather than from stress. When you move from alignment, even small steps carry enormous power. You might notice new positive thoughts wanting to emerge in your mind. Statements like, "I am supported even when I rest." "I am allowed to receive without struggle." "My life reorganises itself in my favour when I trust the process." "Gratitude naturally flows here." Thankfulness for what has already carried you this far. Appreciation for the lessons that refined you. And quiet gratitude for what is still forming. Start by pausing and tuning into yourself. Notice what feels aligned, not forced. Ask yourself, what is one small step I can take today that moves me closer to my desires? It could be sending an important email, setting a boundary, or simply dedicating 10 mindful minutes to visualize your next move. Then consider how you can contribute to others in a way that feels effortless. Sharing your time, guidance, or energy without obligation. As you act, allow gratitude to flow for what's already present. Surrender the outcomes and feel your mind, body, and soul gently preparing to receive the opportunities and changes that are on their way. If you were to journal from this space, one question is enough. What would my life look like if I truly believed I was guided? Let that answer be spacious. Let it surprise you. And as a mindfulness ritual, I invite you to create intentional stillness and present moment awareness. A short walk without a podcast, a cup of tea without your phone, a moment of stillness where nothing is required of you. This is integration. At higher levels of alignment, rest is normal. Pauses are strategic. Listening becomes a skill. And people who live this way don't chase signs, they notice them. Decisions feel cleaner because they're not being made from panic. Opportunities arrive without force because the identity has shifted from trying to get to available to receive. This is how it works when you live this way. Life meets you where you are regulated, not where you are frantic. I know some of the questions that come up here because I've asked them myself. What if I rest and nothing happens? What if I lose momentum? What if surrender means settling? The truth is that burnout blocks intuition, not rest. Alignment creates momentum that effort alone never could. And surrender does not shrink your desires. It refines them until they fit you perfectly. Limiting beliefs often whisper, "You are not ready," or "This won't work for you." This keeps you stuck in doubt and hesitation. To reframe them, start by noticing the thought without judgment. Then ask, is this true, or is it a story I've been telling myself? Shift the language. Instead of "I can't make a difference," try, "Every small action I take creates momentum and impact." Replace "I'm not ready" with "I am learning and growing every day, and I am capable of receiving what I desire." These reframes open space for aligned action, gratitude, and trust in the process. If you're feeling this episode land in your body rather than just your mind, then it makes sense that you might want support integrating it. This is where the next step becomes obvious rather than forced. Some of you are being called to deepen your energetic literacy and stand in your capacity as a healer, which is exactly where my Become a Reiki Practitioner training is designed for. Others are ready to expand their relationship with money, worth, and desire in a grounded way through aligned abundance. My course, where manifestation becomes embodied rather than performative. And for those of you who know their nervous system needs recalibration before anything else, my Lifestyle Balance Reset offers a gentle but powerful return to equilibrium. You don't need all of them. You don't need to decide right now. You simply need to notice which one feels like an exhale. And when you are ready, visit calliejoanne.com. The link is in the show notes. As we close, let this energy stay with you. The power here is not in effort, but in emotional regulation. Not in attachment, but certainty. You don't have to grip the future for it to arrive. You simply have to stay available, present, and willing to trust that what is unfolding is intelligent. Rest well. Receive deeply. The next cycle is already preparing itself around you.